Well, 6 days to go until Election Day. Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, they're virtually tied in the race for the White House.
The latest Real Clear Politics average shows Clinton ahead by 2 points within the margin of error. The story, though, is slightly different when we take a look at several of the battleground states.
CBS News elections director Anthony Salvanto has the latest breakdown. Okay, Anthony, less than 1 week to go. Both Clinton and Trump, they're crisscrossing battleground states. Look at the map for us. What are the key states that are must win for both candidates here?
Right now, Hillary Clinton, Pennsylvania is key because what happens is she's got an easier path overall to getting the 270 that she needs, but it really hinges on Pennsylvania where she's been up in the polls. Let me show you how that works. If you look inside Pennsylvania, the story you tell is that Hillary Clinton does especially well likely in Philadelphia, where she'll get strong turnout from longtime Democrats. She'll get strong African-American vote there. She could win that by 80 to 85%. That's a big run-up of votes. Maybe even 500,000 will come out of there. But then here's the other key, is that these counties around Philadelphia, places like Montgomery County, here you've got suburban voters, college-educated voters, especially suburban women, where Hillary Clinton has been up with those type of folks by 20 points. So all of that forms a bit of a bulwark for her against what is going to be a very red central part of Pennsylvania. So that minus this probably adds up to a Clinton edge in Pennsylvania, and that in turn will help keep her electoral college fortunes afloat if she can hang on, Rena.
What about, so we've learned, Anthony, that the Clinton campaign is doubling its TV ad buy in Arizona in this final week. What's she looking like there?
Yeah, Arizona has been an interesting case, Vlad, because what you've seen is Hispanic voters who are going to make up a large share of the electorate who say that they are very motivated to vote this year, more so than in other years, and they're solidly for Hillary Clinton. This is a state that's often reliably red, reliably Republican, but Democrats have been eyeing it for some years. This is one that they hope will, if they get strong Hispanic turnout and if Donald Trump just underperforms a bit among Republicans, that they can catch up. That's not a need to have for Hillary Clinton. It is a need to hold on to for Donald Trump, but that's the Arizona story, telling that larger story of how Donald Trump not doing well with Hispanic voters somewhat cuts off the South and the Southwest for him. That also includes places like Nevada and Colorado, Vlad.
Anthony, you've been looking at some of the early voting results. It's not like exit polling quite like that on the day of election, but what are you learning from those votes?
Yeah, let me take you to Florida, Rena, because this is one of those, of course it's a battleground state, but this is where the early vote really tells you a story. What happens is, in early voting, Democrats especially want to run up their vote totals. In fact, last time in 2012, Barack Obama won the early vote, did not do as well on election day because Democratic voters like to use the early vote. They use the mail-in ballots. So you look there and you see things running about even, which tells you that the state is about even. The key thing to watch is whether or not Hillary Clinton can run up a big lead in Miami-Dade County and Broward, all down here in southern Florida. If she can win there 62%, it's not just who wins the county, it's how much she wins it by, and help with the early vote to run that up, then she's got a chance to take the state. If she falls short of those margins, even though she wins the county, then she probably won't win the state. So that's what you want to look for in the early vote.
Anthony Salvanto breaking it down for us as always. We thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.